Tarpon with me are an obsession. The way they eat, the way they move, there's no other fish like it. When you hook one and they give you a show, like they just don't disappoint when you hook them. There he is. Yes. The fact that they're so hard to catch, you know, especially on artificial, to get them to actually stick and get them to the boat, they're so challenging is why I like them. And then the way you can fish them, you know, there's so many styles. Like you got what we're doing right now in these creeks and bays, but you can get them off the beach. You know, you can get them in passes, get them offshore even. Live bait, artificial, fly. It's just there's so many varieties for the same fish. That's why I'm so drawn to them. Now it's like I want to share this with other people because it's such a cool experience. So now I'm getting more joy watching other people do this, like get their first tarpon, get their biggest snook, get whatever, black drum, redfish, anything. It's like I still get that same joy and that same like reset for the week. Like if I had a bad day yesterday, I come out here, watch someone else do it, I still get that same like just calming, like that was a fun day. You got to get to that point as a guide because you're not going to be fishing all the time. Down, I knew I wanted a skiff. Like I grew up on a skiff, so I wanted a skiff back in my life. So I was like, I knew this was a demo. And he had this boat already built, and it was like everything I wanted. All the specs were there, and I was like, he called me one day. He's like, hey, I'm gonna get rid of the demo boat. And I was like, I'm talking to my wife. So,
we've all had that conversation.
Yeah, boy. Yes, sir. I decided to do this full time. The shop burnt me out. I was sick of it, just stressed out. I wasn't a happy person. Wasn't fair to my family. So she's like,
oh, that's a good point. It really is.
Yeah.
It's,
and she was the one, she's like, why don't you just close the shop and just guide full time? She's like, you're pretty steady, just push it a little bit more. I wasn't even pushing it back then, I was just kind of like, if someone wanted to go, I'd take them. And then she's like, just push it a little bit more and just do that. And I was like, yeah, I think it's going to be the best move for me, just do this. This is what I love.
You were born and raised up, right?
Yeah. The days I'm on the water, I mean, I was happy. I come home from my charter and I'm happy, smiling.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet life. It's one of the most stressful things in the world to do. It's 0 to 0, 0 to hero. But
sure,
my gosh, there's way worse things to be doing.
Exactly. Here, it's a 4-inch bada bing, the color Purple Rain. That has been my favorite this year. That is a killer lure for these juvenile tarpon. We're gonna go ahead and toss another one on because that little guy tore it up. That was about 3 or 4 tarpon eats on one bait, so that's a hardy bait right there. Little 3/0 twist lock circle hook. That is my favorite for back here. Lightweight, lands quiet. Boom, that's it. We're ready to go. Yeah, boy. Yes.
So, what's the story on this, man? So I came out with this bait
That thing's awesome.
for the sake of opening up the Texas, Louisiana market. You know, it's affectionately called the Bayou Blink for that reason. And you come along and put this bait on the map in Florida.
So what I did with that bait? So I was looking
you
at it.
single-handedly.
I was looking at it and I was like, man, that's tarpon to me.
Yeah,
like, it's dark,
would.
it's pink.
Yep.
Tarpon like dark
They like 'em
pink,
both.
like black purple, black blue, black red. So I'm like, you know what? I'll bring it back here and throw it for some tarpon. And so I'm pitching that tarpon and they're hitting it and I'm pitching. And then all of a sudden, boom, you know, solid redfish. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Release it, thinking it's probably just a fluke. He was just there, right spot. I probably caught 10 upper slot reds on that. So I'm like, all right, that's not a fluke anymore. Like, they like that color. That was a turning point for me. It was actually like right about this area. I was idling out here. We just jumped some tarpon. I was with this guy. Didn't fish at all, but his buddy was a good fisher. They both came with me. We were idling out of here, and he goes, man, I did not catch a fish the rest of the day, and this has been the best day. My phone's not ringing. I'm just relaxed out here. And that was like, that was the point where I was like, man, the fish are second.
It is.
You know what I mean? When you start guiding, it's like fish, fish, fish. I gotta catch fish, gotta catch fish. And that's part of it, don't get me wrong.
It is. It's the prerequisite.
You gotta catch fish. Because that's when you bring it back.
Yeah.
But man, sometimes it's just about where you're at and just taking in the scenery for the clients. Like, I see it every day, so. And I still stop when the sun's coming up. I still stop and just like, damn, look at that.
Right.
Just look around and just, you know, look at see what the water's doing, see what the birds are doing.
That's awesome. You have that passion for this. You know, all the little things that make up this.
Exactly.
It's not all about the fish,
No,
and the
it's not.
birds.
It used to be all about
Beautiful
the
sunrise.
fishing.